How's your experience in India? What do you adopt and learn from there? How many times have you been visited?
I went twice to India.
Twice.
Yeah.
Which city?
I went to Delhi, Jaipur, Jodhpur. That's it. I was planning a trip south India.
Yes.
But then COVID happened.
I heard it's beautiful. South is the place that actually now.
Yeah.
Most of the people you see CEO of Google.
Yeah. That's amazing, right?
Yeah,
so many.
And the new guy from Twitter. Is he from South as well? Is it? Can you help me to search? Is the new guy from Twitter is from the CEO is from South India? No. Yeah. They have a new guy.
Yeah.
Man, you have to understand. People think this is a great thing that's happening. I personally think it's not.
Why?
These guys are made name, fortune, and they're just leaving when time to suffer more, and they put these poor people over there.
Oh yeah.
You know,
they put them in a difficult time.
Difficult time. I mean, that's what I think. I don't know, but again, these people are smarter than us for sure. We're not. Oh, it's from northern. Isn't northern India, right?
Yeah.
Ajmer.
Yeah.
Ajmer. These guys are like now we need one more Nepalese CEO for Facebook, and we're done there. Again, Nepal and India are the same country. It's not the same country, you know that, right?
I know that.
Okay. Now we have to stop this. We have to stop this podcast.
I know it's not the same country.
It's not the
I've
same
never been to
country.
Nepal, but yeah.
Yeah, you should visit.
I want.
Oh, you should watch also the 14 Peaks.
Yeah.
You watch it?
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so India. Okay, so my last trip to India was amazing. It was just at the start of COVID when it just like had happened. It was the starting here in 2020. Yeah, I went to Jaipur for the literary festival. So the big book festival. It's like one of the biggest in the world.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like. You know, I was expecting it to be great, but it was like next level amazing. So, and they actually have like sort of offshoots of that festival in different cities. So they actually have one in Hong Kong as well. They didn't do it last year, but they're bringing it back. And it was just amazing. Like, you know, everything from like the writers to the hospitality and the people there. It was huge. Like, I've never seen anything like it, and it was just such a great experience.
I wanted to go one day, but you tell me your experience. This is the thing, the podcast, we wanted to know your experience, and I want to feel that. I have never imagined what things happen there. So how does it work? You go there, get your books, talk to people.
So they have like this, it's in like an old, you know, a huge like palace kind of, you know, set up, and they had like 5 or 6 different areas and stages, and you know, you have a ticket, and then you go in, you can see all the different like speakers.
So you're buying
and
the
stuff.
books?
You can buy books,
and you're
you don't
meeting
have
the
to.
author also, right?
Yeah. And I was staying part of the time. I actually moved a couple of different places, but I stayed at one of the times in one of the hotels where a lot of the writers were staying. So, you know, you go in the car with them and you could talk to them, and it was amazing, you know. And again, it was a lot of Indian writers, so I had the opportunity to kind of, you know, be exposed to some, you know, people that I would never have probably been able to access before. And then there were also a lot of internationals, so it was really amazing. And I think it was just amazing, like how it was very like serious, you know. It wasn't just let's like get together, and, you know, it was like really big debates and big topics, and, you know, really like very.
Like, give me one example.
There was some stuff happening in Kashmir at that time. And so there was, you know, people were really like debating and talking. It was super interesting. Like, I just wasn't expecting it to be at that level, you know, and very informed people. You know, it's a really very interesting group of people that gather there. And then they have a lot of students come from all over India. They travel there, and they like apparently like sleep at the railway station just to be able to go. And, you know, on the weekend, because I think
you
they
didn't
got
sleep
there
in the
Thursday.
railway station. No, that was a very authentic experience.
Yeah, but like on the weekend it was incredible. Like there were like tens of thousands of people came there, you know, huge numbers of students and stuff. So it was really incredible.
Yeah, I think you told me that it was you have that excitement when you explained to me.
Yeah.
You must have a good time.
It was
over there.
so much fun. And then, you know, they have like cultural programs and stuff at night. Like they had concerts and it's just
concerts.
Yeah.
What are they playing? What kind of songs?
Just
they
different
playing?
bands. And then they had one of the nights they had like a big kind of like traditional Indian different music styles at one of the palaces as well. Actually, the Amber Fort in Jaipur. Yeah, so really like such a great experience. And I'm really glad I went. Like, you know, that was one of my dreams was to go to that festival. So I'm glad that I did.
It happen every year?
Yeah, it's every year. Like 2021 didn't happen, but
of course
they're bringing it back next year. So, yeah.
So you're planning to go again or you're done?
Not next year, but in the future, hopefully I would go again.
Yeah, I'm just thinking when they're going to lift the quarantine stuff, man.
I don't know. That's a big topic, right?
Yeah.
It's a big debate.
But don't you think it's a good thing or bad thing? But I think...
Quarantine?
I don't know. What changed in 21 days and what doesn't happen in 7 days?
It's an interesting question. I mean, look, you know, if you don't have quarantine, then obviously the virus spreads a lot. Like it's happened in other places, and that's one way of managing it.
No. I'm not saying no quarantine.
Yeah.
There should be a quarantine.
Yeah.
But not 21 days, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not an expert on this. I can't comment.
Yeah, right? I mean, we can talk about it. But again, I think, but I'm sure you have, but there's something that we can't even talk. Otherwise, they'll ban us in YouTube before.
Yes, exactly.